So I just wanted to share that. We will put the message board up there. We do try and do some enforcement up there. The problem is it's so sporadic that you could literally sit there for hours and not have somebody come by speeding. And then the other thing is you are kind of know, there's really no place to secrete a car. You're kind of out in the public when you're there. It's very difficult to kind of hide and run radar in there. So they kind of see you about the time you see them. And so they don't speed when you're there. So what the car does is keeps people from speeding, but it doesn't catch the speeders for us, you know. And we kind of have a handle on who the speeders are. We know who they are, and we know where they live.
Not that you're profiling.
Yeah. It's catching them.
Your initials are.
That's the problem. And then, real quickly, because I know
16.
this has gone on a long time. This meeting's gone on ad nauseum, as most do. I just want everybody to realize that really when the no parking sign issue came up, it was truly at everybody thought they were acting in the benefit of the people on that street. We were getting calls from the people on the street about construction vehicles, and every time we go up and ask construction vehicles not to park, the next day it was another set of subcontractors. You never really get the same guys 2 weeks in a row up there. And then moving from house. So everything was with the best of intentions. Nothing was meant to inconvenience or hurt anybody. I just want to share that, you know, we were just trying to respond to the neighbors' complaints. And perhaps we got a little ahead of the curve on that, but certainly I hope you realize it was not to impede anybody's comfort or lifestyle up there at all.
But I think the people that complain actually don't live on the street, they live somewhere else. They tend to drive through our neighborhood
and can't maneuver through, yeah.
Well, they're so in such a hurry way to get home, maybe you should slow down a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe you should put a speed bump.
Yeah, the speed bump thing. Somebody had asked about installing speed bumps. Can we talk about that? Either take it off the table. Can't do it, right?
Well, you know what happens? You know what happens is if you damage a car as a result of having it there and you put it there, it's kind of like a pothole. Once you're on notice about it, you don't want it there anymore.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to, you know, like, to bring it out and let's talk about it now, because it's been thrown around a lot. Why not?
And you can't reduce the speed below 30. And you can put a sign up that says less than 30, but New York State law in a village, 30's the minimal speed limit you can, and we deal with that every day, because you and I both know there are 20 different streets in this community you can't travel 30 miles an hour on.
Well, within 15 years, there should be potholes on that street, and then.
But don't you think that,
Till then?
Okay.
don't you think that just having the police presence there once in a while, just to even just pull over to the side of the road?
And we'll sit there in the cul-de-sac there. I apologize, I've forgotten the name.
Nance Terrace.
Say it again?
Nance.
Yeah, Nance Terrace, and we can, you know, we can do that. And we'll send people in, we'll try and hit it around school, when high school is out, because that tends to be the 2:30 to 3 o'clock mark is when they tend to find their way there.
As the chief said, this board is not, we don't usually act the same night on something. We were so convinced that what we were doing on Ryan Place was the right thing and wanted. That's why it went through, and Forest Place, which we knew there would be some concerns, we held up on to have the public hearing on tonight. It wasn't until we started getting the phone calls that we realized it wasn't the
It was too easy.
answer that, it was too easy. That was basically it. So we thank you for being here. And we'll-
Thank you for coming in, because it helps.
Somebody wants to just poke in next week, 2 weeks from now, to make sure we're still on it, but I would assume we'll have a resolution in 2 weeks to take care of that.
Yeah, apologize.
Anyone else have anything? You guys have sat through a long meeting, huh?
Yeah.
If nothing, I'll close the public portion. We'll now continue on with the resolutions. Trustee Siri.
Whereas the mayor has signed a warrant for collection of taxes dated May 9, 2010, based upon the mayor's tentative budget, which was not adopted by the Board of Trustees. And whereas the subparagraph 13 of Section 14 of Article 2 of the Charter of the Village of Fredonia authorized only the Village Board of Trustees to execute the warrant. And whereas the public hearing was duly called and held in the Trustees Room, Village Hall, on April 12, 2010, on question of the adoption of the village budget. And whereas the village budget was adopted by the Board of Trustees at an open public meeting held on April 26, 2010, Trustees Room, Village Hall. Now therefore Be resolved that the village board hereby reaffirms and directs the receiver of taxes to execute the warrant for collection of taxes per warrant issued by the board dated May 4th, 2010, and authorized by the charter of the Village of Fredonia, and be it further resolved that the portion of the village resolution of the April 26, 2010 authorizes the mayor to sign the warrant is hereby rescinded, and the mayor's warrant is also rescinded.
Second.
All's in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Be resolved that the village administrator hereby authorized to advertise for the position of the senior account clerk for the Village of Fredonia and observer.
Second.
Lozen, go ahead, do you have a question, Jack?
Weren't we gonna
And the text.
do for both?
Okay, I didn't have that change, so.
Oh,
Should we, you want to go
Might as well
back?
put that in for both.
We were gonna advertise for 2 positions, for the senior account clerk and the
account
tax
clerk.
Well, we're advertising for 1 position, 2 titles.
2 titles, so you don't have to state that in
We're
here.
drawing in 2
Okay.
titles.
Okay.
So that, this is okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Because really, in the newspaper, it won't go in as senior account clerk,
Okay.
it'll just go in as an accounting person, so thank you.
So we have a resolution second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Be resolved that Jason Yakubovich, Berry Road, Fredonia, New York, is hereby appointed to the position of Assistant Dog Warden for the Village of Fredonia at a rate of $25 per dog, $17 per call, plus mileage. This appointment shall take effect June 1st, 2010.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Be it resolved that the Village of Fredonia was working with Chautauqua Opportunities, Inc. on the Main Street grant and would like to continue their working relationship on said grant.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Whereas the village board desires to hire a consultant with respect to the formation of a local development corporation for the Village of Fredonia and provide grant writing services. And whereas a proposal for said services has been submitted by Randall J. Brown Company of Fredonia, New York, dated May 3rd, 2010, at a fee of $1,000 for the first month of service. Now therefore be it resolved that this said retainer agreement is hereby approved with the understanding any subsequent retainer fee is to be approved by the Village Board of Trustees.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
There should be a B in there. B-E.
Where? Shall
Any
be,
subsequent retainer fee be approved.
be approved,
Be approved.
right.
Okay.